What's up guys, my name is Komal Achar and I'm a local real estate agent in Florida area. So if you're looking to move here and you want to learn about Florida, then this channel is great for you guys.
If you're looking to move to Florida and you have already decided specifically to South Florida, then let me make your life a little bit easier. In this video, we are going to talk about a city called Hollywood, Florida. Not Hollywood.
Nope.
Not Hollywood,
Nope.
but Hollywood, Florida. And that name actually came from origination of thought of Mr. Young, who moved from Hollywood, California, and he wanted to make a little bit of the filmy life in Florida. He wanted to make this city with vision of having beautiful, luxurious lifestyle like Hollywood in Florida. So having like golf courses, beach, boardwalks, different kinds of high-rise buildings, luxurious lifestyle, and also he embedded another factor called art and culture in this city, and that's what makes this city very unique among so many other cities of South Florida. So this city was founded in 1925. Wow. Yes, this is really old city you can find. This was kind of parallelly getting developed while Fort Lauderdale or in that route like East Coast was getting developed. So Hollywood considered one of the luxurious lifestyle city in that time frame. And also right now, if you're looking to retire, then Hollywood could be good choice. However, if you're looking to live not in too crowded area, then Hollywood may not be the good choice. I had one client who just visited Hollywood City and he was not so happy just because, the city didn't have that secluded or private feel. And that is true. So the Hollywood is right now very overcrowded, just like Fort Lauderdale or Miami, but is less crowded than Fort Lauderdale, Miami. It's still on their route. So if you're looking to live more on a secluded area, then maybe this city is not a great idea. But if you're looking to live more like, where there is life in city, then definitely Hollywood has a lot of choices. The reason is, if you see on a map geographically, it's more on East Coast and it's really big city. It has almost 30 square mile radius and 27 square mile is land and only 3 square mile is water. So you do have a plenty of real estate available in Hollywood. If you're looking for single family houses or even you are looking to invest something, then also Hollywood could be the great choice, because after Fort Lauderdale, Hollywood is one of the very famous state for relocation and also among snowbirds. So a lot of people, like it's a temporary, they are coming here, then they live a couple of months and they live rest of the months in their states, and for that reason too, Hollywood kind of very famous.
By the way, if you're liking this content, if you feel that I'm putting some efforts to give you guys good education, make sure you subscribe my channel and hit that like button or comment me, just say hi on comments. I would love to hear from you guys.
Another plus advantage is the location, because this is very close to Miami. This is very close to Fort Lauderdale, and Fort Lauderdale, Miami, cost of living is crazy high, especially in this 2021. And that's why another reason Hollywood is really famous, because the cost of living of Hollywood is still very normal. Property taxes in Hollywood, it's not too crazy yet. In Fort Lauderdale, Miami, oh my God, East Coast, it's getting really very expensive. It's not anymore you can get like in 300,000 on an East Coast oceanfront properties. Those days are gone.
And it's gone.
Even in Hollywood also, you cannot get on oceanfront, but 1 to 2 blocks away, you can definitely get in that price range. If you're really looking on an East Coast oceanfronts, then definitely you have to have budget around 400,000 to 600,000 minimum, where you can have a decent property with oceanfront or some kind of water access like intercoastal bay or ocean itself. Another primary thing I would like to talk about, this city has the East Coast, which is the Ocean Drive. it's kind of full of condos and high-rise buildings. So that gives a plenty of inventory if you're looking to move here. And it also has a single family house, plenty of them. Look at the zip code. These are the most important points you should look for when you're moving to any city. This is like reducing your research time. So if you see the population, that's also like so much higher here. And the zip code wise, there are a lot of zip codes here. So that also makes it more variety of areas. It also has some of the areas not so good, where the crime rates are pretty high because of this high density happening now. But majority of Hollywood is still safe and people still love there. It's a lot of things to do. They have like 60 parks, and also in downtown, if you go, it has a beautiful Young Circle Art Center. Oh my God, it's so nice there inside for kids. I mean, they do a lot of events. Forget the COVID time, but now it's already started. City do invest. People bringing there for the different kinds of events in auditorium. Also, they do a lot of art events for kids, also summer camps they do. So many activities you can find even you are moving with kids. Let's say you want to retire here, then also it's pretty good because it's very close to ocean. You can also find co-ops here, because the co-ops are, the reason I'm mentioning co-ops is if your budget is below 200,000, then you should look for co-ops. Those will be less expensive, 1+ bedrooms, and you do have access to ocean pretty close. And yeah, the lifestyle you can maintain and you can stay in your budget. If you're looking for luxurious lifestyle where you're looking on the ocean, new construction, then also you have plenty of choices here. Look at these pictures. It looks so awesome. And oh my God, I mean, even for Airbnb things, Hollywood has a lot of choices. And plus, I told you, it's like tourist famous town. Many people just live there to enjoy on Hollywood Broadwalk. It's like 2.5 mile Broadwalk there. Sunrise are so beautiful there. And it just walking on this Broadwalk also, it's amazing, even though you don't do any water activities. But if you like to do some activities, you can do biking. Many people, you know, enjoy even going in water, swimming and jet ski, parasailing. A lot of water activities you can do in Hollywood area. And it's not too costly even. Like, you know, if you go in Miami, it's really a little bit more expensive, I feel, than Hollywood area. And cost of living wise, like let's say restaurants are not too expensive. One of the interview I did on Hollywood Broadwalk, there's a restaurant that's really nice restaurant, very personalized feel you will get. So that kind of different culture, like Italian or Russian, or there is no Indian food there. I wish there was one restaurant. But there are a lot of different kinds of culture restaurants also you will find. Or if you just want to enjoy like a seafoods, then also a lot of choices there. It also has like good shopping areas. Like, you know, if you go around on a Broadwalk or if you go in a downtown area, then also you will find a good shopping areas. Downtown, I feel it's a little bit outdated now. It needs some of the, you know, some of our like residents' tax money should be invested from the city. It should have been more better, but right now it's not like, it doesn't look that much as standard should be. But yeah, like a Broadwalk area is amazing. They do have a different kinds of parks, amazing. Like being in a geographically very, very lucky location where Fort Lauderdale is very close. Like if you go north, like Fort Lauderdale, Dania Beach. If you go southwest, you can find Pembroke Pines, Miramar. If you go further south, you can find Miami. If you go west, you will find Coconut Creek and Coral Springs and Pompano Beach. So many like different city access you have around. And other city called Davie. Davie is pretty good for the schools and universities. So many of, you know, I've seen the relocation clients, they choose Hollywood if they have a, you know, work in Davie or they are studying in Davie. Then also Hollywood is pretty like a favorable distance. And another thing I talk about always is a transportation in each city is like, because South Florida has been really poor in transportation. They don't have a good bus services or train services. So traveling A to B in a public transportation, forget it. But exception to Hollywood, Hollywood do have a very nice public transportation. They do have a local bus service as long as you are more roaming around in Hollywood, if you want to use a tri-rail, let's say you're working in Palm Beach or you're working in Miami, then Tri-Rail station is available like in a couple of locations, one of them very famous on Sheridan and Hollywood as soon as you take the exit of Hollywood. Also, it has the airport very, very close. Fort Lauderdale Airport, it's actually considered a Hollywood Fort Lauderdale Airport, one of the busiest airport, like 22nd busiest airport in the United States. It's like international airport. So if you have to travel a lot, then also Hollywood could be great choice because, you know, the airport, you don't have to stay in the traffic too long. Also, main point is beach because this is the beach town. It has like, I guess it's actually divided between different areas because location wise, it's really, really broad. West side, if you go, it's you have single family houses, nice neighborhoods. If you're looking for neighborhoods like no HOA, then also possible to get in Hollywood if you don't want to spend too much money in HOA. And East Coast, you do have like very close to beach. So that's like a biggest plus point to live in Hollywood. And another thing, let's talk about the flood zone because that's another, always that question comes in when you are moving to South Florida. South Florida is very famous among hurricanes, right? Like so many hurricanes comes here. After September, it's kind of considered as a hurricane season. So flood zone wise is a 9-foot elevation, which is not bad. There's not too many wide areas where there is an actual flood zone. There is always, you know, there is a precipitation is there. Anywhere you live in South Florida, even though you live in suburb, that still will be some kind of precipitation. If you live in high rise, let's say next to ocean, many people worried about the hurricane, you know, where actual hurricane is coming, like is there good to live there or not? So most of their condos, those have the hurricane proof windows now. If they're old condos, then also they're coded pretty good. And there is a very specific requirements here. Even though in a suburb you live, there's very specific requirement for the exterior. So you don't have to worry about the exterior. Only worry is the windows and doors. That has to be hurricane proof. So condos on an ocean side, either hurricane proof windows or they would have shutters or panels or some kind of protection. Not panels like on a high-rise building, it's not impossible to put the panels, but the shutters or hurricane-proof windows. And if not, I mean, you should look for something with some kind of protection. So if you're a real estate professional you're working with or you need help with, you know, our company helps relocation clients so many. And if you have any questions also, let's say, you know, about anything or about the real estate, we do no pressure Zoom calls with our clients. So feel free to talk to, even you want to just chat on. I would love to talk to you guys online. By the way, the culture wise, if I talk about, it's a multicultural. No matter what, where you live in South Florida, it is multicultural. But specifically, let's say talk about Hollywood. It does have a lot of snowbirds, a lot of them, and you do find probability of some cultures higher than other cultures. A lot of Spanish speakers you will find there. It is kind of Spanish is a second language here. I would say, you know, anywhere you go in the stores also you do. If you're bilingual, it's beneficial. If you're looking for a job, if you're bilingual, it's much more beneficial. It's a colorful city. It is like mixed with youngsters, mixed with senior citizens, and a lot of like even seniors are moving here to enjoy lifestyle. So any high-rise you building go, they're pretty much having the good lifestyle, resort style clubhouses, and people enjoy here, you know, instead of spending money in a hotel. If you buy even something on ocean, that would be really good investment for your future. So Hollywood has a lot of possibilities. If you're looking for single family houses, like on a separate load, no HOA, then also you can find if you are looking for apartments or condos, then also you can find, or if you're looking for high-rise condos, then also you can find. So there's a lot of varieties of things. If you're looking to know more about cons, I have another video where I'm talking about pros and cons living here. Try to check out that video. I'll be updating my pros and cons soon for 2022 videos. So you know right now what are the negatives. You know, I know things always changing in every city. So it's good to update videos. By the way, if you like this content, make sure guys you subscribe and show some love if you're feeling this more educative. I really love to hear from you guys in the comment section. If you want to know more about some other cities, or even for the cities more going into deeper into some kind of specificity, please do comment me below.